In our Healthier Me this morning, CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's a skill we all should learn because you never know when it will be the tool you need to save a life. Longtime instructors are constantly fighting the mindset that if someone isn't trained, they could do harm if they're doing it wrong. But as Janet Zapala reports, that's usually not the case.
You're going to sustain life. It's better than doing nothing at all.
Chris Fielder has been with the American Red Cross for 25 years and teaches CPR classes, but he emphasizes that with or without formal training,
even if it's not perfect, even if you're not certified,
people who find themselves in an emergency situation can make a difference.
1 and 2 and 3.
Simply by learning chest compressions.
Compressions are the most important part of CPR. Circulating that blood, because there is going to be some oxygen still left in those lungs even when the person becomes unconscious. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The clicking that you hear is a mechanism in the mannequin that tells me that you're compressing the chest at the proper depth, which is about 2 inches.
Very important to know, because many people are afraid they might crack a rib if they try doing compressions on an unconscious victim. But a cracked rib isn't life-threatening. Cardiac arrest is, and that's why learning CPR is so critical.
It's being prepared on all levels.
Because none of us can predict when we may be called upon to save a life.
Place my face shield on over the mouth.
The rescue breaths are also critical, as you want to get oxygen into the lungs of someone who isn't breathing.
Do a head tilt chin lift.
And, says Fielder, you would continue in cycles of 30 compressions and 2 breaths, usually until help arrives or if there are signs of life. When time is of the essence, when no one else is around or knows how to help, you may be the only one who can do something.
Lock your elbows and then lean over the mannequin, and you're compressing straight down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. In just a few minutes, with a little bit of practice, you can save a life.
CPR classes are offered in most communities. Experts say learning even the basics of CPR will enable you to provide care if and when you find yourself in an emergency situation.